If you've been wanting to know what is the best way to start your live streams, well, today you are in luck. I'm going to be sharing with you the Power Intro checklist, what it is and why you need it. So if this sounds like a good topic you're interested in, do consider sticking around. But if you are completely and totally new to me, welcome. My name is Janine. I'm a live video strategist and the founder of my brand, Strategist. She can never say that word. A live video strategist, maybe I should say strategist. We'll get there. Business coach and the founder of my business, Boss It Live. What I do is teach business owners and content creators how to confidently and strategically use live video to get more leads and sales for their business. I do so by teaching a proven framework to attract your ideal audience, touching on that today, build engagement that becomes something that leads to conversion. So it's all about building engaged communities, is what I meant to say, who become your customers and clients. So we're doing these express live, trying to keep them under 10 minutes. I think so far I've succeeded once. So we're going to go for it today. So do bear with me if I go slightly over. But how have we come to this specific topic today? Well, I always go ahead of myself. I want to make sure that I do this nice for you, nice and chickadee-boo. Let me do this the correct way. Oh, blimey, let me just get this on the screen. So we're talking today about the power hook you need to attract more viewers. So how you start your live stream content can be make or break. It's really important that you start and get out of the gates strong. I say this all the time. You cannot rely on live stream of old where people would just sit and watch you and would love to just hang out with you on a live stream because it was pretty much a new concept back in the day. We can say that now because I've been live streaming for 10 years. But gone are those days that you can just keep people watching. You have to give people a reason to watch and you have to get to the point quite quickly, and you have to demonstrate the value proposition, the what's in it for them. Why should your audience continue to watch you? The reason why this subject matter came up is because yesterday I was doing a live and I was talking along the lines of your power intro, giving a checklist, and I was speaking about the importance of not waiting at the beginning of your live. I will link it below. And we had a comment from the lovely Latoya, and she said, great advice. I'm always wanting to start with conversation and give the platform time to alert people. So if that's you, I mentioned this is not dissimilar. A lot of creators, a lot of business owners are waiting for the live to populate and for more people to be notified. And whilst that makes sense because you're going live, right? So it makes sense to get people to the live session. But the truth is that majority of people will catch your lives via the replay. And if you don't package the replay to keep people's attention, you're going to lose people. So Latoya said that she didn't really think about a hook for the replay folks. Remember, your replay viewers join your live, they watch the replay at the moment you went live. So if there's any delay at the beginning, 30 minutes, a minute, or whatever you're doing, and especially if you're not time stamping the live so they can skip ahead. Now, if that's something we can talk about another day. It's something we should be doing. But in any case, it's best to get started, remove their objections so that they continue to watch. So we're going to lean into this whole thing around your power hook. So let's talk about it. Hook 'em. Should you wait for more live viewers when you start a live stream? Well, I've pretty much gone ahead and answered that question for you. The answer is no. Don't wait. Get started straight away. And I know that might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. It might be something that feeds into lack of confidence when it comes to showing up, being on camera, talking direct to camera, especially live. And I've got a little treat for you in terms of a session about that. But I want to encourage you that it's important that you get into the habit of talking, even if you're talking to an empty room. Someone's always watching and someone will watch you. but you want to make sure that you're removing the barrier to entry. So let's get into the habit of starting our lives straight away without any delays. So what is a power hook? Your power hook, your power intro, is your first 5 minutes designed to. So your power hook there are different layers to your framework for going live. I teach this. If you want to speak to me about that, feel free to drop a comment below or send me a DM, because I have trainings, I have strategy sessions as well. If you would like to book a strategy session with me to create your power intro framework for your business or your brand, I'd be more than happy to help you do that. All right. But in terms of the power intro, that's the first 30 seconds, but your hook is kind of looking at the opening part of your live that goes beyond just saying who you are and what you do. But this power hook is designed to attract the attention of your live and replay viewers. Okay, but I would say in particular your replay viewers. Remember, we're always packaging our lives for the replay viewers, and it's about sparking and building curiosity. So now they know that the live is catered to them. It's addressing a desire, an aspiration, a pain point. They now know a bit more about you as the authority, why you are the person to listen to. Now it's about building in that curiosity. Why should they go to the next step of the live and continue listening to you? And that's where you're going to build in the curiosity. You always want to position you as the solution, that you have the answer to their problem. You are the holy grail of whatever it is that they want to accomplish. And you have the strategy or framework to cut their learning curve in half. So why do you even need a power hook? Some of you might be saying, well, it sounds great, Janine, but why do I even need it? Well, you need a power hook, friends, because it's about the viewer retention. And viewer retention typically drops off significantly after 1 to 2 minutes. I know that's quite hard to really digest. And I think what happens for a lot of people, number one, you are just seeing the view next to the profile, the reactions, the likes, whatever it might be, some of the comments, and then the viewer number. But what a lot of people are not doing is understanding their data and understanding the insights. And if you do take some time to look at the insights of your content, you'll typically see that you'll see the time frame on average of what people are utilizing. And one of my favorite platforms for this is YouTube, because YouTube allows you to analyze the data in such a great way. And now they're introducing AI to help you with that. You can actually talk to AI on YouTube, and that's coming in, and you'll be able to get a synopsis of what's going on. It's going to talk to you about your analytics. But you'll see then that typically that view doesn't reflect that somebody has completed your content. So we really need to look at the retention. You need to know that first impressions often will determine the authority. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't bring your personality into it, show a bit more of the human behind the brand. That is very important, especially at a time where people are getting fed up. AI fatigue, trust is at an all-time low. So this is your live streaming. Lives are a perfect way for you to claw that back and to set yourself apart, stand out. Be the North Star for your people, all right? And replay viewers decide fast if they'll stay. If you are too busy waiting, and if you say those, the words that I've heard over the years, I'm just waiting for a few more people to pop on, people are going to leave. That tells the people that are there, even those that are there on the live, that their time is not valuable. So we really do need to change all of that and move away from this, all right? So that's what I essentially wanted to share with you today as I bring the camera back to myself. There's just a few tips for you. Now, what I want to say to you is if you have a question around any of the things I talk about on these sessions, or you'd like to see your question featured on one of these Express Lives, I'm going to link a Google form in the comments below. Now, you don't have to give your email to be featured. There's a few questions that I do ask to help me create the content in a way that's going to serve you and also serve the wider community. So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you on the next one very soon. And guess what? I made it. Get in there, my son. Just under 10 minutes. Goodbye. God bless. Have a good day.